It's not just Mariah's salary that's drawing attention these days. It's her relationship with fellow judge Nicki Minaj. In October, TMZ released this video of a heated argument between the two divas during an audition in North Carolina. After the cameras were off, Mariah claims others heard Nicki go even further, which I reported on The View. She said that when Nicki walked off the set, multiple people heard Nicki say, "If I had a gun, I would shoot that." Ooh. Did you take what she said seriously?
It felt like an unsafe work environment. Anytime anybody's reeling threats at somebody, that's just, it's not appropriate. Sitting there on the road with 2 babies, I'm not going to take any chances. So yeah, I did hire more security.
By 2012, American Idol was not the powerhouse it had been in the early 2000s. Once the crown jewel of reality TV, the show had made stars like Kelly Clarkson, Carey Underwood and Jennifer Hudson. But by season 12, ratings were slipping and the producers knew they needed something big to draw audiences back in. And that's when they brought in Mariah Carey, one of the biggest selling artists of all time, and Nicki Minaj, who was the rising rap superstar during that time, known for her colorful wigs, alter egos, and outspoken personalities. On paper, it was a bold mix. Mariah as the legendary diva with unmatched vocal chops, and Nicki as a younger, fearless, and unpredictable force. The idea was that they would balance each other out and bring in different audiences, but instead of balance, this chemistry turned volatile.
It looked gorgeous, but that you were playing to the camera more than the usual Angie, lost in the moment of playing, and that's why I cannot wait till we get to do 2014,000 songs. Oh, no, so you must think that I agree with
you agree with
the entire panel in saying, again, back to the Billboard Hot 100 #1 song, which you just performed, which is difficult to get. Not everybody has that. To their credit, to your credit, you did a great job, so keep on singing, and next time those top notes will be just as clean.
I don't want you to get lost thinking that we've been praising you the whole season. I don't want you to lose the fans and that enthusiasm that they had for you. You gotta get back in. If you're doing a duet, do a duet. Like your favorite divas.
I'm almost afraid to walk in here on that. So there are 2 favorite divas up on stage. Nicki, how would you and Mariah do a duet?
Me and Mariah would be like this.
Almost immediately, tension began to show during auditions. Mariah was polished, calm, and often critical in a traditional constructive way, while Nicki was direct, blunt, and sometimes confrontational. Their approaches clashed, and behind the scenes, whispers suggested that both felt disrespected. The situations came to a head during audition in Charlotte, North Carolina. A video leaked to TMZ showed Nicki Minaj exploding in anger, swearing, and allegedly threatening Mariah. She reportedly shouted things like, "I'm not gonna sit here every effing minute to have you run me down." And Mariah, in her trademark composed style, shot back with passive-aggressive remarks, which only fueled Nicki's fire. The feud became tabloid gold. Headlines everywhere painted the season less as a talent competition and more as a diva showdown. And Ryan Seacrest, the show's longtime host, often had to step in and smooth things over, while fellow judge Keith Urban sat awkwardly between them like a referee who never signed up for the job. For many viewers, the feud overshadowed the contestants. Fans tuned in more to see what Mariah and Nicki would say to each other than to hear the singers audition. And some criticized the show, saying it became more about drama, more of the music. Others argued it gave Idol a needed boost of relevance in a time when The Voice and X Factor were stealing its thunder. Still, the ratings didn't improve much, and the atmosphere behind the scenes reportedly grew toxic. Mariah later admitted that she felt unsafe at times and even hired extra security because she claimed Nicki had made threats. Nicki denied crossing that line but didn't hide her disdain. She accused Mariah of acting superior and constantly throwing shade.
Nicki recently released a song. It's called hell yeah, it's about American Idol. And she says, I'm quick to check a bitch if she is out of line. Are you the bitch she's singing about?
Don't know what she's singing. I didn't know she sang. I thought she rapped or whatever.
When the season ended, neither Mariah Carey nor Nicki Minaj returned. Both announced their departure almost immediately, signaling that the experiment was over. Mariah later described her time on Idol as the worst experience of my life, claiming the producers set her up for conflict by pitting her against Nicki. She said she expected the show to be about mentoring young talent, but instead it turned into a fake reality soap opera. And Nicki, on the other hand, leaned into the controversy. She used her outspoken personality to further cement her image as a no-nonsense figure in pop culture. In interviews, she downplayed the feud but made it clear that she felt disrespected and that her clashes with Mariah were genuine and not staged.
What happened there? I mean, I kind of think I know what happened, but what happened with you and Mariah?
I don't know. It was just two big old divas, I guess. I was like just sitting there, and I guess before I went in there, I heard like all of the stuff that was being said, but I didn't believe it. Like I heard them saying Mariah doesn't want you on the panel, but I was like, no, I'm friends with Mariah, and I was like arguing people down, like don't believe everything you read, you're crazy. And so I went there, and I kind of started feeling a little bit of like the shade, and I just kind of like overcompensated by being crazier. And I don't think that didn't work. No.
She didn't like the crazier?
No, I think that...
You thought, I'll make you sorry. I'll show you.
So, kind of, not like that, but I just was like, you know, like if you know someone maybe doesn't like you, it's kind of like, now you're gonna like really like go in and show, hey, because it's like a defense mechanism, you know what I mean? Because it's really that, you're feeling to hurt and you can't believe it, so then you kind of like just compensate with being crazy.
Right, and poor Keith Urban is right in between you two. I mean, he's the sweetest guy in the world, and he was, so now how are y'all getting along?
But we're fine. Like, I cannot hold a grudge against Mariah Carey. Like, what people don't understand is that I've looked up to her, like, for so many years. Like, since she came out, Vision of Love, all that, like, me and my mother would sing her songs, like, all day and all night. So, I don't know if she's gotten over it, but I have. I mean, like, I'm over there, like, cracking up, laughing, and having fun, and, like, if she's still holding a grudge, I don't know. Like, I don't care.
And what do you think the live shows are going to be like? Do you think...
Even after they left the show, the tension lingered in the media. They threw subtle jabs to each other in interviews, and Mariah, never one to forget, implied that Nicki lacked the credential to judge a singing competition, while Nicki clapped back by questioning Mariah's relevance in the modern music industry. Fans and the press ate it up, framing it as a battle between the old guard and the new generation. But over time, the feud cooled off, partly because both artists moved out with their own careers, and Mariah released more music, embarked on residencies, and continued to embrace her diva legacy. And Nicki, meanwhile, released chart-topping albums, secured her spot as one of the most influential female rappers in history, and cultivated a fiercely loyal fan base, the Barbs, who were always ready to go to war on her behalf. Looking back, the Mariah-Nicki feud on American Idol has become almost legendary in pop culture. It wasn't just about two women not getting along, it symbolized a clash of eras, personalities, and approaches to fame. Mariah Carey represented the classic definition of a superstar, long career and vocal perfection and diva mystique. Nicki Minaj embodied the modern celebrity, unapologetic, bold, and unfiltered. Their feud highlighted how entertainment was shifting from polished and controlled images to raw, social media-filled drama. And even though the season didn't save American Idol, it gave us one of reality TV's most memorable celebrity feuds, and years later fans still reference their explosive on-camera fights, their subtle jab, and the way the show unraveled into a diva war. And the Mariah Carey-Nicki Minaj era of American Idol may not have been as successful for the show itself, but it became a defining moment in reality television. It showed how powerful and dangerous it can be when you put two megastars with strong egos and different visions on the same stage. Both artists came out with their legacy intact, albeit in different ways. For Mariah, it became just another chapter in a long career, a misstep she shrugs off with diva nonchalance, While Nicki, it added fuel to her reputation as a fearless, controversial figure, unafraid to go toe-to-toe with anyone, even Mariah Carey. And for pop culture, it left behind unforgettable television moments, a messy, dramatic reminder that sometimes the real competition isn't between the contestants, but between the judge themselves.